Hi everyone. Last day I received my own T12x Soldering Iron Station. So let's unbox it together and see what's inside. So here is the box. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Opening it up, we have some sticker. I don't know what's written in it. We have T12x manual. It's in Chinese. And here is the English version. And we have two different boxes. Let's see what we have in here. So here we have the soldering stand. We have the power cord. And in another box, we might have the main unit. So here are the 3 extra bits I ordered with it. And here is our iron handle. We have some sponges. And here is the main unit. Let's get rid of the boxes. So here is the main unit. The screen is not that clean. I don't know why. So here we have T12x written. AC 100 to 240 volt, 75 watt iron. And it can go up to 480 degrees centigrade. Okay. This is the encoder button and we have press action here. Seems good. So here we have the power cord. And here is the stand. So this sponge should go in here to clean the soldering tip, and this one should go inside in here. So you have a silicone pad in here. I don't know what is it for. We have the ground cable and we have the soldering handle. So here what we have. So we have T12JS, T12BLS and T12KU. 3 kind of bits. The unit looks like new, never been used, but I guess this sponge or this thingy has been used before, and this one too. I don't know. Whatever it is, everything looks new to me. And we have G2 mark taping in here. Don't know if it's ever been used or not. I also have found some scratches on its grain. So I don't know. Looks like the product is actually made by 91 OSS, and looks like G2 Mark opened it up and made their own branding in here. That's why we have some signs of someone being in here before, and we also have the stickers in here. So that explains. So let me set it up and then we will test it. So we have a little notch in here. We have to align it with the socket ones. So it will go like this, and we will tighten it. So let's assemble now. It should be going like this. We need a bit to assemble. I'm not sure from where it will open. So this is how T12JS bit looks like. Let's explore the bits. So we can't pull it up from here. We have to pull it from behind. Okay, so this is the T12BLS bit. And here we have the knife kind of bit. It is T12KU. So I'm going to install this one for testing purpose. So installing is pretty easy. You just have to push it in. And here how it is installed. So let's plug it in. We have a ground interface in here. We can ground our circuit with this. So let's leave it aside for now. I plugged it in. I turned it on. And the iron started to heat up. I have gone through the instruction manual. Now I have explored all of its features. So let me tell you one by one. This is the display of the soldering iron, and we have 3 temperature settings. We can do the settings respectively. Now we have this encoder button to set the temperature. Whatever temperature we will set will be displayed in here. If we set, let's say 240 degree, it will go to T40 degree, 240 degree instantly. Okay, so we also have the preset temperatures in here. To access this preset menus, we have to double click this button, and then we will be able to select between them. Okay, and double clicking, we can exit from the select menu, preset menu. And now holding it for 3 seconds, we will enter into the menu, and here we have the calibration menu, where I don't want to visit because it will go into the calibration mode. It is already calibrated from the factory, so we will be with that. And in option 2, we have the shortcut temperature option. By clicking on it, we have the 3 different temperature settings which was being displayed in the main screen. So we can change them according to our needs, or we can keep it like that. So double clicking this button, we can go back. Now let's go to the auto idle settings. Now clicking on it, we will enter into the auto idle settings. Here I have set the temperature to 150 degree and the delay time is 10 seconds. So what auto idle is, when we put back the iron into the stand, it will go to auto idle mode after the time we set in here. I have set it 10 seconds and set the temperature 150 degree. That means if I put back the soldering iron, after 10 seconds it will go to the 150 degree centigrade. So see, now it will maintain the temperature to 150 degree, which is set as idle temperature. And when we pick it up, it will increase the temperature to our set temperature. Now let's go back by double tapping, and here is the auto sleep function. So after putting back the soldering iron, it goes to the auto idle option, and then this option gets activated. Let's click on it. So the delay time is set to 1 minute, which I did, and the wake up condition is handle, which means after the idle period is over, let's say I have set the idle period of 10 seconds and set the idle temperature 150 degree. So when we put back the soldering iron, it will go to auto idle mode after 10 seconds. So after 10 seconds, the iron will go to auto idle mode. That means it will decrease the temperature to the idle temperature, which is 150 degree. And if we don't use the iron for another 1 minute, it will go to the sleep mode, which means it will turn off the iron completely after 1 minute. And the wake up condition is set in here is handle. That means whenever we pick it up, the iron will start heating up. And if we set it to button, that means after putting it back, even if we pick it up, it won't turn on until we press the button. So I have set it up. I will set it to the handle mode. Let's double click. So here we have the temperature boost setting. Let's go into it. Now here is a temperature boost setting. So the set boost temperature is 50 degree, which we can change, and the hold time is 30 seconds. That means, let me show you. In the main menu, if we press this button one time, it will boost the temperature up to 50 degree. So our set temperature is 240 degree. If we press it once, it will boost the temperature up to 50 degrees more. And by pressing it again, it will set back our set temperature again. And if we don't turn off the boost mode, it will eventually turn back to the set temperature after 30 seconds. So here is the temperature boost settings. So after 30 seconds, it will turn off the boost mode. So let's go back. Now here is a temperature step settings. You can set how much temperature you want to increase when you rotate the encoder. Now currently it's set to 5 degrees. So if I go back and starts increasing the temperature, you will notice it will increase by 5 degree every time I rotate it. So if we go to temp steps settings, we can change that by increasing the value. If we set the 20 degrees centigrade, going back, if I increase the temperature now, it will increase 20 degree temperature every time I rotate the encoder. Let's go back by double tapping. Here we have the language settings. We have two language options, English and Chinese, because it's made in China, obvious. So let's set it English. Go back. Now if you purchased this iron and find that language is changed to Chinese, you can go to the number 7 and change the language to English. Here we have sound switch option. Here we can turn off the switch sounds. I'll keep it on for now. And here we have the factory settings. From here we can reset this to default. Reset the factory settings to default. Let's go back. And here's the system info. It shows the hardware and software version. And here we can exit. Now to exit the menu, we can come to 11 number point and hit exit, or we can press it for 3 seconds to go back to the main menu. So I guess that concludes today's video. Hope you have learned something. And the soldering iron is fine. I'll use it and give it review later on. If you like content like this, make sure you like and subscribe the channel. And I'll see you on the next one. And for now, peace.